Welcome to the Basefile lesson. In the Basefile lesson, we're going to teach you how to enter data into the Basefile and explain that when you're doing a Basefile entry, all the information that you enter into this screen will automatically load into the 7501, 3461, and delivery order. The first step to doing a Basefile entry is to either enter a file number or hit the next button and have the system do that for you. We will show you the date that the file was created on. It's automatic and can't be changed by the user. And then what you're going to do is enter your customer number. To enter a customer, you can either put the number in or you can just type in the customer that you want and a screen will show up with your options. You can either use your mouse to click on it, or you can just use your down arrow and it will enter the customer number for you. The consignee is automatically put at 000. The state of destination is pulled from the customer file, the bond type, and the importer of record is also from the customer file. You can enter your manifest information, a customer reference number, and again, any number that you'd like to be able to search by. Here's where you would put in your live entry, if it's a NAFTA entry, remote filing. If you want to enter it, you'll just hit the space bar, and that will put the check in the remote filing box, space bar to take it off, so you don't have to go to a mouse. Your entry number is automatically created in the system by using the file number. You can enter the entry type. In this case, we're going to do an error entry, so we'll put in a 40. Again, we'll do another Google-like lookup by putting in the carrier that we're looking for. And again, you'll see the box underneath it. Anytime you see an arrow next to the field, that means that there is data underneath there that you can look up. The system is also looking for compliance issues through the system. So if you don't put in information in a place that's required, the system will catch it on the fly and ask you to enter that information, again, as you're doing the work, not after the fact. For the bill of lading information, what we want you to do is put what the lowest bill number is. So if you have a house bill, you would put an H. If you have an M, you would put, or a master bill, you would just put the M in there. And the reason being is we'll open up the fields underneath for you with only the fields that are required. So if you did put a master, an M for master, it would only open the master bill. But if we put an H like we just did for the house bill, we'll open up the house bill, the master bill number, so you'll put that information in, and the house bill to put that information in. Also notice that we skip over the SCAC code because we're doing an air shipment. Obviously, if we were doing an ocean shipment, it would also require you to put the SCAC information in. Now we can put our IT information in, our IT numbers, our IT dates. We put in our quantity. We're going to enter some container numbers in here, and also notice on the right hand side that we keep track of how many containers that have been entered into the file. Now you also want to make sure that all the information underneath in the grid is there. If it's in the grid, then your data is saved and you're able to move forward. The next step would be if you had additional bills, you would put an H in there again and you would add the house bill. If you leave it blank, then the system will drop automatically to the total pieces area, which automatically pulls from the bill of lading information. We default CTN in the package type. You can enter your description for the 3461 description. You can enter your, in this case, the dates. So the export date, you can manually type that date in. We will default the year that you're in. If you want to look up a date, you can look up using the calendar. Once you've entered the calendar and hit enter, it will automatically default the estimated arrival date, the estimated entry date, and then the actual entry date. The next step would be entering the district port information. We will default your most popular codes in there. In this case, we're changing it to an airport code in Los Angeles. And again, it's skipping over the lading port because it's an air shipment. We're going to look up a firm's code. When you're looking up your firm's codes, it will only look up the codes from based on the lading port that you're at. So in this case, it was only looking up from the Los Angeles codes. And that's really all there is to the first screen of the entry. Now, there are places to get additional information. You can click on the menu list at the top, and that's where, if you want additional IT information, if you're going to put in your PO numbers, and you have a lot of POs, that's where you would do that. We have a copy base file function, which lets you copy the information into a new file, and then we only ask you what's the new bill of lading number, what's the new dates, and lets you move forward from there. You can also put in additional information on the screen. So we pop up a little window for your 4811s, your geos, missing docs, your trucker information. So a lot of the information that would go into your delivery order. You also have a place for internal notes. So if you want to write notes on a file, you can do that. Manifest load lets you do an AMS query, and the information that comes back from the query automatically loads into the base file. It's a very cool feature that hopefully everybody will try. We have EDI options. We have a warehouse withdraw. So if you're doing a warehouse entry, that's how you would do it. That is the base file. I look forward to walking you through the 7501 next.